Welcome back. We're Nerding with APAC. This is your boy T'Challa BP74, along with my dude.
Salutations, my fellow blurs, nerds, and peaceful herds. It's your boy Codename Comet from the Nerding with Friends podcast. What's happening?
Next episode we have up is the zombie episode, right? I love and hated this episode all in the same breath.
Okay.
Loved it because it was an amazing episode, and they showed, facets of the zombie apocalypse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hated it because it's zombies, man. I hate zombies. I'm sorry.
I've never been a big fan of zombies because it's just a matter of time before you go Resident Evil, and it seems as though there's no end to it.
Yeah.
Even down to like the whole situation, the whole
there's no possible hope.
Yeah, at all.
And then even when they get to the end and they make it into Wakanda, because that's the safest place on the planet.
You would think. And then Thanos
there comes this zombie Thanos
like, come on, bro.
With the Infinity Stones. It's like, no, man.
It's like, in essence, like at that point, it's like, what's the point? Like you're not gonna win this fight.
Yeah.
And my boy Chris, shout out to C-Row Money. He called out something that I didn't even notice before, but Hank Pym was the cause of a lot of stuff that was gone wrong. So part of me believes that a lot of the stuff that's being shown now is going to come to fruition. I believe that Hank Pym in Quantumania is probably going to die.
He's going to die.
I think he has to.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that they're already kind of dogging his name. The way that Hank behaved in the comics has never been ideal, especially in terms of like the way he treats Janet, even down to like the way that we were introduced to Hank in these movies. Like he wasn't necessarily someone that we liked. So I just feel like it's just a matter of time before he sacrifices himself. But
I definitely think he's gonna die in Quantumania. You're dealing with big bad
like Kang. I feel like
somebody's gonna die.
Somebody has to.
And keep in mind, even though we're gonna see Jonathan Majors in different versions of Kang, whether it be Nathaniel Richards, or Mr. Gryphon from Kang in the Industries or whatever.
Right.
They're not gonna be the first rendition. The real rendition of Kang that we're gonna get is supposed to be in Quantumania. Mm-hmm. And I think that's when it's gonna be like, oh crap!
Yeah,
somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, it's like this is the Kang that you need to be keeping people away. Like this is the Kang that you keep everybody away from.
Yeah.
So the only way I feel like you keep that person away is you trap him in the quantum realm, which usually means that someone's got to stay.
Yeah. And
personally, they like Scott Lang. He also has a daughter who's about to become a Young Avenger. Janet just got saved.
Yeah.
She's not going back. And they like Hope. Like even the fact that they made it out to be like Hope to be the reason for Hank Pym's demise in the third episode. Like you can almost see where a lot of this stuff is going. But I'll lead all that to say, like, once again, Hank is the reason where all of these zombies were even into existence. So that leads me to question, how did that get to Thanos? That doesn't make sense. So that's why, like, one of my biggest gripes with all of this is because if Hank whatever led to the zombie apocalypse,
I have a theory.
All right, what you got?
All right, so the first set that comes through, right?
Okay.
All right, is the children of Thanos. That's when the zombie Avengers show up.
Okay.
Right? And at that point,
because Thanos never goes along, he sends emissaries first, and then they come
but when you see him in the end, he's already a zombie.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of his children went somewhere, right? Maybe it's Midnight Proxima and
Corvus Glaive.
They went after Wanda and Vision.
That is what happened. That's who they went after. That's a good point.
Wanda got him. Because remember, Wanda was locked up in that little thing.
And she was
Wanda got one of them, and they went back and infected Thanos. So by the time Thanos goes to Wakanda, he's already a zombie, and he sends in a zombie wave, and they infected Wakanda. So by the time T'Challa and them gets over, it's already
done. So okay, that makes sense. I still don't like it, but that definitely makes a lot more sense.
But I will tell you, one of the things that I love is that T'Challa lost his leg.
Really?
In the What If series of the comics.
That's what happened?
He lost his leg. He's a zombie, but he lost his leg. So to see that, I was like, whoa, okay, nod to the comics, respect. You know what I mean?
It's also nice to see, like, throughout everything that he's dealt with, you know, throughout all of these series, like, he always portrays strength. And that was nice to see, like, you know, knowing that these are his last roles of this, you know, his last, you know, roles.
But they've been epic.
They've been epic. Like,
and there's times where, and I guess this is the way how Disney did it, when he says stuff in the end, you kind of like hold on to it. And when he's the T'Challa Star-Lord and he goes back home, he's like, I know where I need to be. And he goes back home, right? And then there's that episode, and he goes into Wakanda. But before he goes into Wakanda, he's talking to Peter.
Yeah, that whole conversation.
Yeah, and he's like, in my culture, death is not the end. It's a stepping off point. If we carry them within us, they'll live on through us.
I swear there was some. I feel like some people knew. I feel like he might have told some writers, "Hey, let me just put some of these words in there because when this is released, I won't be here."
I don't think he did that. I don't think he did that.
I don't know if
he still kept his thing tight, but I think that he might have been like, "Hey, let me just say this. Let me do this."
Yeah, like let me.
Because even though he's an amazing actor, he was also a director,
that's
right? Because that's what he studied: film whatever they do in Howard, film direction or whatever.
Oh, like film production,
all that stuff. That was what he really wanted to do, but he loved acting and he was amazing at it, right? To the point where Anthony Mackie talked about the first time him and Chadwick met at Howard, and he's like, Chadwick is sitting there in the thing, and he goes up to like, hey man, and he's like, 1 second, and he's like spinning, trying to get his head around something and trying to get it right, and then he was, hey, whatever, right? It was his thinking process, where how he broke stuff down. Ryan Coogler talked about when they was on the set, and he would like, T'Challa would be like, hey, let's do this because this will work this way, so and so and so and so, and they would do it. He said a lot of times he would do it based on faith, and then watching it was like, wow, because this dude had a vision. Same thing here, you know. So I believe in whatever they had right. He's like, yo, let me add this, this. Yeah,
I believe that
because you could feel it, man, to the point where like almost choke up knowing that this man just passed away.
Yeah.
Raw feeling.